info session hosted by the Student Recruitment and Retention Center. My name is Tatiana. My pronouns are she, her. I'm the current ACE student director and the admin committee chair. I will now give space to the rest of the admin committee to introduce themselves and what communities they represent.
Hi everyone, my name is Alex and I am the administrative coordinator for Soli Luna and I use she, her, hers pronouns.
Hello, my name is Envy. I'm the admin coordinator for SAFE, Southeast Asians Furthering Education, and I use she, they pronouns.
Hello, everybody. Good afternoon. My name is Alan. I use he, him as pronouns. I am Bridge's administrative coordinator, and I would just like to say thank you for coming out today. Yeah.
Thank you everyone for introducing yourselves. We are here today to give you an overview of the program and introduce you to the center a little bit more. Throughout the presentation, feel free to drop questions in the chat or go ahead and unmute yourself if you feel comfortable. We'll be starting off with a fun icebreaker to get to know each other a little bit and share our experiences from this summer, followed by defining what the VIP program is, its requirements, the difference between what a community intern is and transcript notation intern. We'll be asking you, what is a good internship experience? So be sure to be thinking about experiences you've had in the past, whether you volunteered or interned on campus or off. Then we'll tell you guys, what does being an SRRC intern look like with testimonials and our own perspectives. And then we'll give you the next steps to apply.
So yeah, like Tati said, we're gonna start off with an icebreaker, y'all, to get the energy going. Just want to feel y'all's energies so that we're all on the same page. So our icebreaker for today is give a color and a word to describe your summer. Yeah, y'all. So if you'd like to unmute yourselves or put it in the chat, feel free. Any of the admins want to go first? If not, I'm gonna go with like a mauve, muted, like brown, like a brown Uniqlo shirt. That's for me. Would any of the admins like to tell their color and word?
Sure, my color would be like a dark, like a forest green. And then the word would be uneventful.
I can go next. I think my color would be like a muted neon green, even though that doesn't really make sense. And I think my word would just be a lot, I guess.
Thanks for sharing, y'all. Yeah, I would have to agree. I would say it's like this yellow color from this notepad. And my word would be just mellow because, nothing was going on. Thank you, Aline, for leading us through that icebreaker. Now I'll explain to you what is the VIP.
Okay, so the VIP program consists of two opportunities, which is the community intern and the transcript notation intern. So in both of these opportunities, you'll work with an SRRC scholar staff, as well as the admin committee. You'll learn how to work in a space committed to holistic recruitment and retention services for 7 different community programs. You'll also aid in the planning of a community program event, as well as encourage personal development, cultural awareness, and academic success.
So in order to participate in the VIP program, you'll have to have good academic standing with the university, which is defined as maintaining a 2.0 GPA throughout winter and spring quarter. And throughout the program, you'll be keeping accurate records of your internship experience, which will look like an updated log of hours and activities that you've planned or participated in. And in the beginning of the winter quarter, we'll have a mandatory VIP orientation to help guide us at the start of the internship. And at this, we'll meet other interns at the SRC and learn a little bit more about what we do at the SRC and in our individual community programs. And finally, throughout the internship, we'll have to comply with guidelines and procedures featured in the SRC staff manual.
I'll be talking a little bit more in depth about what the community intern is. They work closely with an SRRC coordinator to plan specific events or activities. This can look like a study jam or maybe even a conference or retreat. You'll help assist in spreading awareness of cultural relevant topics that are focused on educational equity. You'll be assigned to work with a specific community based on your interests. So you can pick which one that you're interested in the application. You get to choose between your top three. Becoming a community intern is ideal for those who are passionate about community awareness and who want to speak publicly and want to share their abilities. At the end of the internship, you'll receive a letter showing your commitment and you'll be invited to a reception at the end of the year. COVID possible. We have not worked that out, but we wanted to leave that in here to talk about what we've done in the past and the experience that you can get out of it.
So yeah, like Tati said, our first kind of intern is a community intern. Following up is the transcript notation intern, which is also called TNI. So yeah, TNI are community interns who've completed 10 plus community involvement hours and are eligible to become transcript notation. As a TNI, you'll build proficiency in a specific area that aligns with the values and the mission of the SRC. TNIs are paid with a peer supervisor for the duration of 40-hour commitment. At the conclusion of the internship, participants will receive official transcript notation, professional resume help, and a new or updated LinkedIn profile and the ability to articulate their leadership skills and their experiences here at the SRC and with the community.
Okay, so like Allian said, there is a 40-hour requirement. So I'm just going to go through the breakthrough of how you could split up these hours. So you could do 25 hours of specific community program, and then you could do 5 hours of professional development workshops, 5 hours of center-wide projects and assisting with other community programs, and then finally an hour exit interview with a supporting career staff. And then this can also be completed between the 2 quarters of the internship experience, those being winter and spring quarter. And then, like I mentioned, this is just a suggestion. You don't necessarily have to break it down this way. This is just what we recommend.
So to get transcript notation, interns will have to create a handshake profile if you don't have one already. And throughout the internship / at the end, depending on like if you learn more about it, you will have to follow the steps on handshake to confirm your TNI with the SRC and Internship and Career Center.
I hope that you've been thinking about internships or volunteer experiences you've had in the past. I can't see the chat, but one of the admin coordinators will be looking in the chat if you want to drop down what your experience looked like, what you loved about it, maybe even some of the things that you didn't like about it. At the SRRC, it's all student-led, student-initiated, so you really have the opportunity to craft your internship. Let one of us know because we'll be coordinating your experience with you so that you'll get the most out of it. So if anyone wants to unmute themselves, they totally can, or drop it in the chat. I know for myself, one of the things I most enjoy in an intern experience is getting to know the staff that work there. I had an internship in Sacramento and it was a really great environment. Most of the people that worked there were millennials, which is not the case in a lot of businesses or internships that you'll have, but everyone kind of went out of their way to introduce themselves whenever there was a new intern. And that way the communication already started at the beginning of my internship. So I knew all the staff when I was working there every Friday and I felt comfortable to talk to them and it wasn't such a scary area with adults that I didn't know. Would anyone else like to share their experience with an internship?
Hello, I am down to share. I think I really resonate with that, being in like an intern environment that is like warm and really feels like as much as it pushes you to grow, it helps actually like work to nurture you too. And I feel like that was my experience. Okay, I might be a little biased, but that was my experience with like the VIP program at the SRC under SAFE. I felt like I was pushed to grow, and like I was able to grow as like a leader, and like as an intern holistically, but also I felt like nurtured and encouraged to grow. And I felt like that really helped me just like really enjoy that internship experience and take away like as much as I could from it. So yeah.
Thank you for sharing. I appreciated hearing that.
Can I say something? So adding on to what Tiffany said, just building that very warm feeling of community and just connecting with other interns was something that really resonated with me from my internship experience. And I also had chances to like build my leadership skills, like when it came to events like PYC, they put me in spaces where I was able to learn how to facilitate like a workshop, and just learn more like behind the scenes logistical things of what planning looks like for a huge event. So I thought that that was very useful and very important to learn as an intern. I didn't think I'd get that much involved, but I did leave the internship as a better leader. And I think the important thing for me was that it was a lot of personal growth for me. But at the same time, I also felt like I gained a whole community that I could lean on and knew that was there to support me in whatever I needed.
Thank you for sharing, everyone.
That was really great responses, Eric and Tiff. Thank you for commenting. Yeah, so for those who don't know what an internship at the SRC looks like, pretty much the admin committee came up with the acronym of GAIN. So the GAIN acronym is how we define the work you will do as an intern. G stands for growth. You will grow as a leader, student, and professional, like Erica and Tiffany had said, by engaging with distinct communities, engaging with different thinkers and perspectives. A starts for action. You will do work by experiencing with holistic skills, ideas, and programs. I stands for initiative. You will hone in on skills and experiences and be the person who defines the type of internship you want to have. And N, last but not least, stands for noteworthy development. You will come out of this a more skillful leader and proficient professional with cultural and career knowledge.
Okay, so here are a few testimonials of our past interns. Feel free to read them at your own pace or at one time. I'll read a couple of them. So the first one is from a Soliduna intern. It states, "It was my first time coming out of my shell at Davis, so it was an important step for me to put myself out there. I'm glad I got to be a part of this community program because it helped me build my confidence, knowing I was doing this to serve my community." And then a second one from a SAFE intern states, "Being an intern with SAFE was such an eye-opening experience. I was able to work with so many wonderful people whom I bonded with and learned from. Being able to work on projects that helped me understand and connect to our shared histories made me feel like I found community at UC Davis." So these are just snapshots of what you can expect as an intern here at the SRC.
So a little bit more about us and admin community. So admin committee and admins, we support the efforts of our different communities by creating a space to facilitate solidarity building, collective action, and empowerment. So we do this by working on the social media. You'll see us running the Instagrams and the Facebook pages and sending out newsletters to keep you all informed. And we are also responsible for the planning and execution of this VIP program and all the things that it entails, such as online socials, professional development programming, and throughout the year, we'll be here to help organize yourself as a VIP, and we'll be here to support you.
We've given you all the information. Does anyone have any questions? Feel free to unmute yourself or leave them in the chat. We can answer about our own experiences, break down what your hours could look like, maybe even more, when you'd be starting in your position, etc. We're here to support you all.
How can folks apply?
You can apply through our application. It is tinyurl slash, wait, no, hold on. Let me not give the wrong information if I'm going to link it, but hopefully one of the admin coordinators will link it in the chat because I don't know it by heart. I thought I could, but it's online. It's a Google form and it's due November 8th.
How is the internship going to look like now that everything is virtual?
Well, at the SRRC, we've really been trying hard to plan for programming in the online environment. We had training during the summer so that we could get more tips and also give us the time to like visualize what that's going to look like. We've had to cut the volunteer aspect of the program down, but an internship will look like receiving one-on-one mentorship and peer training from one of the coordinators. We'll be doing different group activities so that you can meet the other VIP participants. You'll be included in all of our activities, so you'll still be able to gain valuable leadership experience throughout the time, even though it's online. I don't know if anyone else wants to add anything.
Yeah, just to add to that, like you could look forward to like a professional development series that we'll be holding virtually. That includes like resume workshops, interview tips, and stuff like that. So we'll still have a lot of programming for y'all to like learn and grow and develop. And then we always like to take your suggestions and implement that into our programming. So there's definitely a lot to look forward to.
Also, there'll still be chances for you to do like online programming too, like as we've seen with Spring Quarter, and like from your own imaginations, there's a lot that we can still do.
If no one has any more questions, I can show you what the next steps are. If you don't feel comfortable to ask those questions here, you can email us at srrc@ucdavis.edu. Feel free to follow our Instagram page and you can DM us your questions there at ucd.srrc. Visit our website to find more information about the specific employment opportunities so that you can know who you'll be shadowing and coordinating with. And you can also get more information about our 7 communities. The application is open until November 8th at tinyurl.com/SRRCVIP2020. This recording will also be available on our link tree on our Instagram later today. Thank you, everyone. We hope that this has been informative for you and that you will be seeing your applications soon and reviewing them.